Hey, it's Kim. I'm here in Masana, and I'm kind of a little bit of a blubbering mess. I guess it's a result of, you know, like my gray matter, which is primarily fat, right? Which is where THC is stored and toxins are stored. So I guess as I'm, um, detoxing, it makes sense that my brain doesn't. Everything seems so unstable, and I'm just always in between fits of crying and uh, just kind of terror almost. Like it's just so hard to explain. But I know this. I know this principle of what I focus on is what will grow. It's just really hard to focus on something really positive when you're in the grips of what feels like despair. And I don't know if I'm being melodramatic or, and then I beat myself up because I'm having a hard time. And I think this is all about me not beating myself up, about really loving and appreciating myself no matter what. And it's so hard. But I think I just was watching a YouTube video of a gal named Tanny, Tanny, Raw. And she's probably in her mid-40s or something. She looks fabulous. And everybody's bio-individual, so I'm not saying it's, everybody should go on a raw food diet, and maybe that's not the right diet for me. I don't know. But certainly, lots of vegetables and juice and things that are high in nutrients will make me feel better. But just watching her, and listening to her tell her story of her so many diseases, lupus, fibromyalgia, just her litany of god-awful disorders, for her to come from that to where she is today is inspiring. And so I think I need to keep that in mind. And I have some ear ringing and some emotional and mental instability, but so far, I've been really lucky to have a very sturdy and strong physical composition, so that until recently I've really been remarkably healthy. So at the base of that, though, is a belief that somehow that doesn't get to be true for me. And that's where the work is. That's that right there. On top of, all the juicing and enemas and all of it, the saunas. That is the crux. There's the fulcrum point right there, that I don't believe that I get to be well now. I believe at the root of it that I have squandered my good fortune, and that because I lived my life the way I did, that I deserve what I'm getting. And I deserve to live the rest of my life in discomfort and confusion. And so that's where the work lies. And I don't really know how. That's the hard part. And I am getting all kinds of support, and I just don't know how you change your beliefs. I don't know how, but I'll keep reporting back. And I just would like for however many months from now it is to be able to sit here and report to you that I I have come out the other side of this. And I hope to be an inspiration to someone else. What have we got here? I came here for a reason. I came here for a reason, and I don't believe that God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, intends for me to be unhappy and scared and anxious. I believe that God wants me to be whole and happy and joyful. I believe that God wants that for all of us. Unfortunately, what I see is a lot of people, suffering, and so then why shouldn't I suffer too? Why wouldn't I suffer? And that's where those beliefs come into play. And it's like I just wish I could take a scalpel and remove those, because I don't know how to change them. But change them I will. I just will. I cannot have this be my reality. Anyway, I guess the good news is, I don't know, I don't really get on a scale, but I'm guessing I've dropped at least 10 pounds in 3 weeks. So that's something positive. Won't do me any good if I'm miserable. Who wants to be miserable and, thin? And I guess the other positive is, I'm not near as, sore and swollen, obviously. Like, my joints are a little looser. I do have my ring finger on this hand is sort of frozen, and I wish that would resolve, because, when I go to do, any kind of, yoga or any kind of movement on the ground, it kind of hinders that movement. But I'm going to go with, there's nothing in the body that can't be reversed with proper nutrition and cellular detoxing. So I'm just still in the early days, and I should be very, very proud of myself. Because as my gal Noelle says, Kim, for God's sakes, people go to rehab for this shit. People don't usually stay home and do it by themselves. So I should be really giving myself a pat on the back for being strong enough to undertake this on my own. I'm not really doing it on my own. I have all kinds of support, but it would be nice to go somewhere and have somebody do all this shit for me, and I could just lay around and cry. Anyway. God. I don't know what else to say, but I love you. Thanks for listening. Peace.